Welcome to English.net News, the place where you can discover and realize something that you didn't know in the past. Today, we have different topics, interesting areas, and to start, we have to the international area with my friend Richard. He is going to tell us the most important thing that is happening now about the international world. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Matt, and good afternoon from here in Stockholm, where the Nobel Economics Prize has been awarded to Claudia Goldin, an American economic historian, for her work on women's employment and pay, mainly uncovering key drivers behind the pay gap. The 77-year-old academic currently teaches labor market history at Harvard University in the US. During his research, she examined 200 years of data on the US workforce, showing how and why gender difference in earning and employment rates changed over time. The most strictly fact, Matt, is that she is only the third woman to receive the prize, and the first to not share the award with May College. Some of his notable findings are the following. Her research found that married women started to work less after the arrival of industrialization in the 1800s, but their employment picked up again in the 1900s as the service economy grew. Higher educational levels for women and their contraceptive pill accelerate change, but the gender pay gap remained. While historically, that earning difference between men and women could be blamed on educational choices made at a young age and career choices, Professor Golden found that the current earning gap was not largely due to the impact of having children. Let's see the statement from Randy Halmarson, a member of committees awarding the prize. Claudia Goldin's discoveries have vast societal implications. She has shown us that the nature of this problem or the source of this underlying gender gap changes throughout history and with the course of development. Her work has provided a foundation for policymakers in this area around the world. Globally, about 50% of women participate in the labor market compared with the 80% of men. But women earn less and are less likely to reach the top of the career ladder. Professor Golding was the first woman to receive tenure in Harvard's economic department in 1989. Actually, the other two women awarded with the prize were Elion Oster, who was the first woman to win the economic prize in 2009, which she was awarded jointly with Oliver E. Williamson for research on economic governance, and also Esther Duflo shared the award with their husband, Ajit Banerjee, and Michael Kramer in 2019. Their work focuses on poor communities in India and Kenya. That's all for me. We're back in the studio with you, Matt.
Thank you, Richard. Oh, very interesting. All the information that you tell us about the Nobel Economics Prize. Thank you, Richard. Enjoy your visit there. So now we are going to discover very hot or cool information. What are the weather news, Vale?
Hi, good morning. It's good to see you and welcome to your daily weather report. This week, tropical cyclone Norma will keep moving to the north of the country and will be located in the southwest coast of Colima and Jalisco, and in the south of Baja California. Eventually, it will move across the center and it will cause heavy and moderate rains across the country. Besides, we will have a cold front over the northern border of the country, resulting in minimum temperatures from +5 to 0 degrees in Chihuahua and Durango, and 0 to 5 degrees in the rest of the states of the region. And we will have maximums of 40 to 45 degrees in Baja California, Sonora, and Sinaloa, 35 to 40 in Baja California Sur, and 35 to 30 in West and South. For this weekend, Mexico City will be cloudy with a maximum of 27 degrees and a minimum of 12 degrees. Guadalajara will be cloudy with high probability of rain, with a maximum of 27 degrees and a minimum of 14 degrees. Finally, Monterrey will be partially cloudy with a minimum of 18 degrees and a maximum of 30 degrees. And that's all for today. It's been a pleasure to inform you. See you again soon.
Now you know. Thank you for the information, Val. So please take your precautions. Always it's important to know all the updates about the weather. Now come to Tony. Tony is the expert in all related with sports in English.net News. Hello Tony, good morning.
Hello, good morning. It is a pleasure to be with you on this beautiful morning. During the men's soccer season, we have the Solar Strip who continue to advance. They defend the Texas scores 3-1 on the scoreboard. With this, they advance and will face tonight the North Kitchen who defend the Desert Iguanas 2-0. That's why tonight they will have the confrontation at 8 p.m. Don't miss it, both are very strong teams. The disappointment of June's match day night comes from Blue Machine, who suffered a collapse at home against the modest Jarochos team. The Blue Machine was winning 1-0, but between 15 and 7 minutes, it was hit 3 times by Jarocho teams. Without doubt, a great disappointment for these fans. In the other news, Progressing Illustration magazine revealed the list of the best 2000 wrestlers of 2023, which headed this year by Rihanna Ripley. However, it only included 8 Mexican wrestlers in this section. This list aims to recognize that the best of the year, highlighting the importance of the fighters for their respective companies, as well as their achievements and titles. The Mexican fighters who are in this magazine are Lady Flamer, Queens, the Evie, Days, Lady Shine, the Jarochita, Rain, and Sexy Star. Congratulations on this fighter. This is all in the sport. Thank you and good day. We are back with you, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you to you, Tony. Always is amusing to listen to you and find out all the trends around the sport. So, now let's see what we have in our store in one of the public's favorite sections to entertain you. Good morning, Ada.
Hi everyone in the forum. Today I'm going to tell you about the 5 movies that you can miss this Halloween. Number 1, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. It's the best movie in the saga of Freddy Krueger, the monster of the nightmares. Before, his goal was to kill all the teenagers in his town, and now he goes in search of a new prey. Freddy will ask his daughter for help, but she will not allow her father with diabolic origin to continue hurting people and will rebel against him. You can watch this movie in HBO. Number 2, Halloween. The 1978 and 1988 version are not be missing. Jamie Lee Curtis shines in the performance as Laurie Strode, an studious young woman who decides not go out on Halloween in America, despite her friends' insights. Little does she know that a serial killer, Michael Myers, diagnosed by her psychiatrist as a dangerous case, is free from the sanitarium and is after her local authorities are orchestrated, but the people are in danger. You can watch in Netflix on Prime Video. Number three, Rec, totally recommended. The Spanish brain will not let you sleep for several weeks and much more if you live in a big house. It's about reporters cover the news in a pandemic and were quarantined in a building. People are being transformed into cannibals and they will follow a group of emergency workers around the place and discover where all the terror is coming from. John Benjamin's film has a second, third, or fourth part, which you can find on Prime Video. And the number four, The Shining, the story begins in when Jack Nicholson, arrives to the Overlook Hotel in Colorado, isolated and sophisticated, as he had obtained employees as caretaker of the place during the time it was closed. So he takes as a vacation and decides to go with his wife and his young son, but in the middle of the desperate things, what a coincidence, the hotel has been bullied on the top of cemetery. You can watch in HBO. Number five, The Purge. Ethan Hawke stars in the films with the Purge saga, which takes place in future time. It begins when the USA's government arranged a lockdown to curb crime, given the amount of crime occurring in the country. Ironic decision for what they say one other year you will be allowed to commit any crime for 12 hours. That is when a man protects his family for the evils that how his home that night. The continuous on this tape is 12 hours to survive Netflix and the Purge Forever 2 hours to survive the begin and the 2 hours to survive the presidential elections years. You can find in Netflix or HBO. These selections that I prepared for you today, we can know your recommendations. Send us which movie do you recommend for this Halloween season. The next week, we will share which movie were the most recommended. Thank you so much and come back to the forum.
Thank you, Adam. Now, you have your top 5 movies to see in this season. Because it's Halloween. Now, to end this program, we're going to the most tastier part of this, with all the delicious recipes of Arlette.
Hi Matt and hi everywhere, it's a pleasure to be with you one more time. Today we will learn how to make a cream cheese roasting with only 3 ingredients.
But before the recipe, let me tell you that the cream cheese frosting is perfect for use with brownies, red velvet, cornrock and vanilla cake, also with waffles and many more desserts. This is because its texture is absolutely fabulous. It's my favorite because it's smooth, creamy and it's the perfect balance on sweet and tangy. The ingredients we need are 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature, 1 package of cream cheese, and 3 cups of powdered sugar.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, first, in a large bowl, beat softened butter with an electric mixer on medium speed 2 or 3 minutes. Cream until you have a smooth and soft buttercream consistency. Okay, knead. Gradually add powdered sugar, just like this, gradually and fluently. Next, for combine, you can use an electric mixer on medium speed 3 or 4 minutes until the butter and the powdered sugar are completely combined. And finally, add the cream cheese and beat until creamy, well combined and lump-free. And that's all. And that's all. That's it. The cream cheese frosting is ready. Just use your piping bag to decorate, and your dessert will be delicious with this frosting. I promise you.
Thank you so much for watching and have an excellent day.
Oh, delicious, Arlette. Thank you so much. Now, I am hungry of this cream cheese frosting. Sounds very, very tasty. Thank you, Arlette. Now, I have to say thank you. Thank you for having watching us here in English.net News. And thank you for throughout all this program. See you in the next time on the same channel and the same hour. Take care.